Good morning, beaters. I'm Austin.
And I'm George.
And today, we're going to teach you the most essential beater tip of all, how to change your oil. And we're going to be doing this in our friend Nick's 1969 Chevy Volt. Are you excited, Nick?
It's extremely.
Wow, well, we're excited too, so grab yourself a cup of coffee, because it's way too freaking early for us, and let's get to it.
Hello und welcome to the Bitter Garage.
All right, so before you get to cranking, you're going to need to make sure you have the right tools. So let's take a look at what we have here. First off, I would say safety first. Make sure you're wearing your steel-toed boots. Just in case you drop something, on yourself, you want to be protected, not lose a toe.
That's right.
So the first thing you'll likely need is a jack. So in the beater garage, we have two jacks here. George has kindly referred to this one as the, what do you call this one, George?
The racer jack.
The racer jack, and this is the shit jack, right? It doesn't look great, but it works.
It's got some fun sounds to it.
It squeaks a little bit. So you can have a nice jack like this. You get it from, Harbor Freight or your auto parts store or Amazon or whatever, or even your car will oftentimes come with a jack in the trunk that's a little more complicated to use. You should definitely check your owner's manual on that. The other thing that is most important are axle stands. So what these do is once you jack up your car, we're going to drop our car on to these jack stands. So what that'll do is prevent your car from falling on your face and disfiguring you. And George, your face is so beautiful, I would hate to see it disfigured.
Right. And you want to make sure you don't buy these from Harbor Freight because they often recall them for safety reasons.
That's true. There was a notable safety recall last year on Harbor Freight jack stands, so be careful. And of course, what are we doing? We're changing the oil. So you're going to need to take a look inside your owner's manual and buy yourself the proper motor oil for your application.
High quality mag.
Mag. It's very important that all of your oil is of the same brand as well, to make sure you're not having any weird additives. And then get yourself an oil filter. The nice people at Walmart can help you figure out which oil filter you'll need for your car. And then we move on to the tools. Again, this is a super simple job. So most of the times all you'll need is a nice socket wrench and a set of sockets, and hopefully you're not missing the one size that you actually need. In addition, if your oil filter's on there real tight, you might need to go buy yourself a pair of these guys, which are oil filter pliers. And these basically grab onto the oil filter and let you crank that. And if you want a more versatile tool, this is called a strap-on wrench. And it's a very similar kind of tool. I'm not going to show you how to use it, but just keep this in mind for later. Okay, and one thing we forgot to mention, very important, when you're draining your oil, you need to catch it somewhere so that you can then dispose of it properly.
So it doesn't drain into the ocean.
That's right. So what you'll need is an oil pan. This is from a 1969 Datsun Roadster, but I will say you can go to Walmart and pick up an oil drain pan for like $5. They're made of plastic and they seal and don't leak all over your garage.
That's right. And then easy pour out into the AutoZone.
That's right.
Great.
All right, now the first step is to come over to your car and open the hood. So once you've popped your hood, it's time for George to go and find the, what are you finding?
I'm trying to find the latch here, and sometimes it can be a little difficult to find for some folks.
Spot?
It's the H spot.
The H spot.
So,
The H spot.
It's just, sometimes a little to the side or a little up and down. Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right.
And it reveals the beautiful insides
That's right.
of this 1969 Chevy Volt. But I think you just start pulling cables here.
I think that's the right move, especially good if you have a nice sharp kitchen knife. You just start cutting across. I think that's a real good idea.
That's what I do with my car.
Right. So first step here is to unscrew your oil cap.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Jesus, Nick. Oh.
I think it's like 1 in 4.
Anyways, this comes out very easily most of the time. You might need a special tool.
Here, let me get these forearms in here.
Yeah. George's got it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
there.
Okay. All right. Well. And it's also a good idea to check your oil. So look for the yellow dipstick. Oh my God.
It's very dark.
That's very dark. Paint matched?
That's how you know it's good.
That's how you know it's good. So when you
Smells
check
real
your
nice.
oil, make sure you pull your dipstick out, wipe it off, reinsert, and then pull it out to check your level. There is oil. So there is oil in this vehicle. The next step is to jack up your car. So what I'm gonna do is look for a solid piece of metal that's connected to the frame at the front of the vehicle, either a cross member or a subframe. Insert the jack underneath. Find the correct jacking point and go up very slowly. Once you've made contact, you are ready to begin jacking off. You know, this is the really good home gym option right here, I would say. Oh my God. Oh. So once you've sufficiently jacked up your car, you're gonna take the axle stands and take a look. There's gonna be a nice long seam that goes all the way along the side of your vehicle. And you'll see there will be a couple notches. You wanna put it like right between the notches on a solid piece of metal. And then we can drop the jack and it should hopefully not put a hole through our car.
So once you have the jack stands in position, you got to twist to release on this hydraulic jack here. Slow twist. You want to just drop her easy. Easy does it. Oh.
That sounded healthy. All right, so go and grab yourself a creeper, not the old guy down the street, but a creeper. You can buy these at Harbor Freight for about 20, 30 bucks. It'll make your life a lot easier. Maybe a 19er right there. It looks like they've even got the torque spec listed on here with an arrow telling you how to tighten it. That's almost too good. George, we got a 19!
A 19er.
All right, so here's what we need to do is first remove the drain plug. So this is my representative oil pan, and what you'll be looking for is some sort of large bolt like this attached to generally a large steel or aluminum plate right under your engine. And you're gonna need to find the right wrench and remove this guy. But be careful, because as soon as it comes out, you're gonna have a nice waterfall. It's very pretty, like Niagara Falls.
Yeah, especially when it's black.
When it's black, yes. Okay, so here we are under the oil vehicle engine thing. And as you can see, this is our drain plug right here. I've already loosened it with my 18mm wrench. So this is a really shitty one because I am definitely gonna get some oil on me. The key is to loosen it until it just starts to be really, really loose. You get to the very bottom and push back on to keep it sealed. Oh, and then you release. Look at that. So I've only gotten a little bit of oil on me. And the next step is to remove the oil filter. So this is what you're looking for. This vehicle is very, very easy. Some vehicles can be a little tricky to access, but in this case, this is not too bad. It's pretty tight on there, I already tried, so I'm gonna use my oil filter wrench to wrangle it off. Oh no. Oh boy, this is really on here. Oh, there it is. Whew. You can buy these tools at any auto parts store for like 10 bucks. I would highly recommend it, very worth it. And then you're gonna just remove your oil filter. Let the oil drain. And that's it. Oh, look at that steady stream. Just like me on a Friday night. You guys want to taste? All right, so grab your old oil filter and your new oil filter. And sometimes they'll come with a little oil filter condom, so make sure you remove that. And it's very important to kiss your filters together. So as you can see, I am just gonna take my filters and do this. And this does two things. It makes sure that the little rubber gasket on your old one isn't still stuck to your engine. And it also helps you make sure that your new oil filter is actually going to fit. And you also need to make sure to lubricate the seal beforehand. So this does all of those at one time.
And it's beautiful.
When an oil filter and an oil filter love each other very, very much, they create engine longevity and
That's rusty.
This is
dude.
very
What
nasty.
the hell?
All right, and then reinstall the oil filter, put your drain plug back in, and then we'll hop up to the top. But don't start the engine just yet. So now that we've reinstalled the oil filter and our drain plug, we're ready to fill the engine up with oil. In this case, we've got a Valvoline 5W30 high mileage. Doesn't really matter as long as the grade is whatever your car says in the owner's manual.
We checked that, right, Nick?
Yeah, check the owner's manual.
Right.
We're good to go. So just find her throat hole here and start pouring her down. Now, generally a good rule of thumb is the number of cylinders you have is the number of quarts or so that you will use. So if I have a 4-cylinder, I'm probably going to put about 4 quarts in there. Oh, there she goes. Make sure to not spill a single drop. You know, if you spill a drop of oil, Captain Planet's going to come for you. And we are very environmentally friendly here at the Beater Garage. As you can see, we have a Chevy Volt.
After you put your 4 quarts in the Chevy Volt, you need to turn it on to make sure she's working.
And make sure to put the cap back on your engine. All right, turn it on, Chad.
She's turned on, boys. Wow. You hear that?
I can't hear anything, George.
Neither can I.
I just hear my tinnitus.
It's the sound of an electric motor.
Electric motor. All right, so once it's turned on, just let her run for a little bit, turn her back off, and like we showed you before, take a look at the dipstick. If it's a little low, you might need to put a little more oil in there. If it's too full, just drive until you burn all that oil off.
It's gonna happen anyway, because these are beaters.
That's right.
That's right.
Just like that, we've changed our oil. All right, beaters, thanks for checking out our oil change video. Now our friend Nick is ready for a multi-thousand-mile journey back to Minnesota.
Back to the homeland.
That's right, George. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and comment below what you want to see us work on next. Feel free to slide in the DMs if you have any questions as well.
And for YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe, and then find more videos here.
Very cool. All right, well, beaters, thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you on the side of the road. Goodbye now.
Hello and welcome
Ta-ta.
to the Bitter Garage.
So long. Goodbye.